Lady Oshun, we're back.
Hey, Mark.
At your church.
At my church.
We at the church.
At the Temple of Divine Love Esoteric Teaching Center.
It's not a church.
No. If you want it to be a church, it's a sanctuary of peace and harmony.
Divine Love.
That's right.
Esoteric Teaching Center. Since this is non-profit, we can tell people where we are. Where are we?
We are at 3074 East 79th, right on the corner of the alley right before you get to South Shore.
So 79th and South Shore.
Right.
If you get to the lake, you've gone too far.
Absolutely.
But you can see the lake. The lake is right down the street.
Absolutely.
See, this is going to be a short segment for YouTube, and also, I'm not going to say that brand name, Yahoo Video. I'm not going to say brand name. Okay. This is for the internet and also public access. How do we get unstuck? Yeah, I'll say it like me. Forget about folks at home.
The first thing.
No, me.
You.
I got issues. I do the same. Look at the camera. You can look at the camera. I do the same thing. I do the same thing every day. Have the same thoughts every day.
First of all,
like a hamster on the wheel. How do I get unstuck?
First of all, the desire must be there.
Right.
The desire to be unstuck. Then second of all, you have to replace your thinking that you have been thinking for the last 35 years, 25 years, however long you've been thinking it. You have to change the way you think in order to change the way that you live. Insanity is continuing to think the same way and doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Yes. So if you want to get unstuck, stop thinking what you're thinking. Think differently. Think more positively. Think life-affirming thoughts. Stop thinking negative. Stop looking back in the past at what was. And think about what can be right here and right now.
So, Lady Oshun, I can't expect, hope for the best, but expect the worst.
No.
I can't do that, right?
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're going to get what if you expect the worst, that's what you're going to get.
But what you're saying, we have two thoughts, because people, we want to win the lottery, we want to have a better relationship, better love life, better health.
Absolutely.
But we have these other thoughts, we have these opposing thoughts where, well, I ain't going to exercise. I'm going to keep eating what I'm going to eat, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I can't lose this weight. You know.
There are two energies.
Yeah.
We have the energy of repulsion, the things that we push away from us, and the things that we attract to us. And if you are constantly wanting the best but thinking the worst, you're only going to get the worst. Energy, I always say this, pay attention everybody, energy follows thought, and the nature of that energy corresponds directly to the nature of the thought. So if you think, I want to lose weight, but I know I'm never going to lose weight, that's the truth. You're never going to lose weight because you're adding power to the negative and not to the positive. If you begin to love your body as it is, the pounds will melt away. Once you accept yourself as you truly are, which is whole, complete, and perfect, and beautiful from the inside out, the outside will correspond to the inside. As it is within, so it is without.
Okay, but later on today, let me forget about that. I had a challenge the other day. I saw this German chocolate cake.
Ooh.
It was on the kitchen table. And I told myself, I wasn't going to eat this cake.
No, you did.
But I gave in. I had like 5 slices. That cake was so good.
I bet it was.
And it had, because I'm trying to stay away from the sugar. Sugar's bad. Sugar puts pounds on you. Sugar feeds cancer.
But that's the thing. You got to stop saying sugar is bad.
Okay.
I don't use refined sugar.
Okay, you don't. Just don't say it. Just
don't say it's bad.
Just don't use it.
If you have a desire for a piece of cake, take one piece of cake. One. Satisfy. Well, you know that don't work for being you. But satisfy your need for that, your desire for that one piece of cake. Take it, roll it around in your mouth, savor the goodness, the sweetness. That is so good, and then get up and walk away. If you go back immediately, you're gonna get that second, third, and fourth. But if you walk away and wait 20 minutes, you won't do it. You gotta be strong.
I licked the plate. That plate was so good.
Woo. Don't say nothing. I understand.
But all jokes aside, you know, it's really hard because I've listened to you. I've met Tony Robbins in person. I met Deepak Chopra in person. I thought they was going to anoint me with oil and everything's going to change and whatnot. I was, I just met him in passing in the airport and whatnot.
It still don't work.
But the point, no, that's what I'm saying. I think our listeners and the viewers, we want instant gratification, instant success, instant overnight change, and it ain't gonna happen like that.
It might. We're living in a new age.
Okay.
Everything, the whole planet is vibrating at an accelerated rate. Okay. Everything is happening fast. You think a thought, it manifests almost immediately. But the work still has to be done. It's still a process. And if you can maintain a positive thought for 17 seconds, that thought will attract another positive thought, and that one in turn another positive thought, until you have changed your vibration, which makes you in alignment with your desire. And that can happen instantly. Usually I tell people it can take at least 30 days to change your whole vibration. But I have been thinking, I said, oh, I would like to have, say, ice cream. I wish I had some ice cream. Somebody will call me up and say, come over and have some. Well, even a better example. I went to the store the other day and I bought some Merlot and I left it in my girlfriend's car. Here you come this morning and you brought me Merlot. That's instant manifestation.
Because you got mad at me because I bought you grape juice last time. So give me some content.
Don't step on my stuff. I want the real deal.
Like a $4 bottle of Merlot. But
that's all right, but that's instant manifestation.
So you manifested the Merlot.
Right, because
but a bottle of Merlot is easier to manifest than $1 million.
Absolutely.
I mean, because people, we want the $1 million, we want the big
you have to
car.
have a consciousness that allows you to manifest $1 million. And also, when you in the process of manifestation, you know, we used to do an intenders group, which is very similar to a mastermind or a power mind. And in the intenders group, whatever we intend that we want to manifest, it has to be for the highest good of ourselves, the universe, and everyone else, concerned. You don't want to manifest something that's not going to be good for you. $1 million to some people at that point in time is not going to be good. The universe is intelligent, and it's not going to give you something you can't handle.
$10 million right on it's not good for a lot of people.
It's not. It's
really
not.
A curse. It's not a blessing,
Absolutely.
but a curse.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm trying to say, last point, it's easier to manifest
smaller things. You start small with anything and work your way up to the bigger. It gives you confidence. When you manifest, I manifest a miracle, so I'm going to manifest something else. I'm going to manifest, each thing gets better and better.
I think that's the way to do it, because I think it's easier to save $50 a month than $500 a month.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's easier to manifest a cup of coffee than I want a Starbucks. I want to own a coffee shop. Well, that's a little bit harder than a cup of coffee.
That's right. See, now you're getting it.
Well,
now you're getting it.
I understand it, but I still want that $1 million.
You working on it.
Let me tell you something though. But do I have? I didn't want to get to this. We do this in another segment. Do I have to lose my? Okay. How do I gain the world without losing my soul? That's what I'm trying to say. How do you get all these goodies you want, this material wealth, without going bonkers, your family going bonkers, folks hating you, whatever?
I believe, and this is my belief. I believe a person who has integrity and principles, and who has gained a certain sense of maturity, will not lose their soul. A younger person, or a person who had no principles, integrity to begin with.
Old fool or young fool, they ain't gonna work.
Okay. You got to have it to begin with in order to. If I had been given $10 million in my youth, it would have went through me like boo-boo through a goose. Okay. Now, money still goes through my hand real fast because I don't believe in a shortage. Right. I know that whatever I spend, the universe is going to give back. But I don't use my money foolishly. And I would not use my money ever to do harm to my own self. You know what I'm saying? I would only use it to do good for myself and for others. So that's the key right there. What are you going to do with this money to lose your soul? Are you in love with the money, or are you in love with what the money can do for you and for others? There's a key.
Okay, this segment is over. We're going to have another segment. You're wonderful.
Thank you, darling.
Lady Oshun.
Bye-bye.